Minor chord. Major chord. We're back. Is that wrong? I don't think so.
I don't think it's wrong.
Reverend forces uniting in the NAMM morn.
In the NAMM morn, pre-show.
I can dig it. Thanks for bringing us on in here. It's nice to just kind of slide to the front of the line. When you're with Ken Haas, you're with the boss. You know what I'm saying? Fist it.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that.
So, tell us, here at NAMM, OT 17, we're flying the Reverend flag.
We are.
What is the thing you want to get across most to the folks out there on the Intergoogle?
Reverend Guitars, 2017, 20 years.
20 years.
20-year anniversary.
That is bold.
It's bold.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That is no small feat.
No, no, and it's exciting too because we're still the new guy.
Yeah.
I like that, and I like this idea that that we come to this NAMM show every year, and we present new weapons of musical destruction.
I like it.
Yes.
It's a benevolent destruction.
It is. It is. But I've got this idea that that not everything about the electric guitar has been created just yet.
Yes.
And I think Reverend, we're with the work that Joe Naylor's doing now, I think we're trying to move this electric guitar thing forward a little bit. And even with the 20-year history, we're not weighted down by our own history.
Right.
And so we're throwing out some cool new stuff and some innovations and some fun while keeping a firm root in what the electric guitar is supposed to be. And that, my friend, is fun.
I can dig it. What you did
Dig
in
it?
front, you're just crushing it. You're like, you know what? We're crushing it.
We're crushing it.
Or if we add in the Joe Naylor factor, you're nailing it.
Yeah, we're nailing it.
See what I'm saying?
Nay, nay.
You got Haas who's the boss and Naylor who's nailing it. Say what? Reverend Hoodle, 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 Hoodle. Whoa. Reverend Diddle, Hiddle, Hoodle, Hoodle.
What we were just playing, that's called NAMM Jazz.
It is, kind of.
Yeah, it is.
NAMM Thraxian Jam 454.
Yeah. Like NAMM is fun, but there's a lot of music here that you just don't ever hear in the real world, ever. Like when you leave these halls,
Yes.
the music doesn't even exist, except for maybe on some weird XM channel that like nobody
Right.
listens to or whatever.
Exactly.
You know? Is there like a bass player channel on XM?
There should be.
There should be.
Yeah. Speaking of basses, you just showed me a sexy bass device
I
over
did
there.
show you a sexy bass.
I'm going to play that damn thing.
I don't mind at all.
I wanna feel
This is the Watt Plower.
What is it?
The Watt Plower.
Of course it is.
Look, it says so right there.
I'm the Watt Plower coming on strong. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, it's so dirty. Oh, felt like Jack Bruce there for a minute, but only for a second.
You did just for a
Then he
second.
smacked me down again and said, no, you're not.
Mike Watt, legendary bass player, Minutemen, Firehose, the Stooges, of course, Mike Watt and the Second Men, Dinosaur Jr. briefly.
Yeah.
He's played just, he's definitely got his own thing and his own style. So what Reverend does when we do a signature model, and we've been over this at the Wildwood Lair a couple times.
Indeed.
As I am holding the brand new Reverend Kyle Shutt model.
Kyle shut the front door. He's a Wicketsman.
He is. Instead of looking to a gentleman with such a prolific career and his own identity and his own sound, somebody like Watt, and saying, hey, we want to put your name on one of our basses, we say, hey, we want to make a bass for you. What is it exactly that you're looking for in a bass? This project took 3.5, 4 years to get done, to have it exactly what he was looking for. And as you can see, it's a short scale, crazy resonant thud staff, thunder broom, thump machine.
You know, I have my credit card along, and I might just nap this one, take it home. Because I'll tell you what, for a guitar player, it's perfect.
Yeah. And it sounds huge. There's something about the shorter scale,
God,
and
yeah.
the way the strings resonate and the way the notes bloom when you're playing a shorter scale bass is just huge.
Absolutely.
So, and we're super excited to be launching this at the NAMM show. Mr. Watt is going to be here tomorrow.
Awesome.
He's playing our NAMM party Friday night here in Fullerton, California. Mr. Kyle could not be at this NAMM show for the launch of his own guitar
Because?
as he and his lovely mistress are having a child this weekend.
It happens.
Yes, it does. It happens. Kyle's guitar is loosely based on our Man Ray, which he got one from me and loved it and said, you know, this guitar would be perfect for me if, and so we made a few modifications on our Man Ray platform, removed the F-hole, widened the center block a little bit. This is still a Carina body with the maple top. Kyle Schutt's signature rail hammer pickups.
They're rocking. That guitar is fantastic.
Double bound, diver down, the man's a diver.
I can dig it.
Yes, indeed.
That's a great guitar. We had a lot of fun with that in the Wildwood Lair.
Yeah, we absolutely did. Yeah. What are you doing here at this NAMM show, Greg? I always like to turn the tables on this guy here.
Turning the tables. Oh, a song called Turning the Tables. It's from our record called Haas and Koch. Wait a minute. I am doing a bunch of roving reporting, if you will, for our Wildwood friends. As you can see, I've strapped, we're trying something new here. I am strapped with this bosom cam.
Okay.
From my marvelous torrent of man breastery. I am, when I encounter people, we take footage and then we get sued in about a week. But you know what? That week that we're not being sued, it's going to make internet history.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then I'm over at the Fishman Lair. Doing my new SIG pickups over there, and I might go by the Fret King booth and harass those boys. Also the Koch amplifier people, who of course are the same name as myself. Did they license your last name from you? Well, we are coming to an understanding of a mutually beneficial nature.
Yeah.
And they make excellent amps and they're great guys. So I'm actually playing one of their amps over at the Fishman Lair. So other than that, that's enough, because by 6 o'clock rolls around, I'm ready for food and a pillow, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Everyone always asks, are you gonna go out? You're gonna go out and jam somewhere? And I'm like, I'm gonna go sleep.
Yeah.
But I understand, if there was a cool Reverend party that I was involved in, I'd be there, don't get me wrong.
I just like the idea of somebody asking you if you're gonna go out and jam somewhere.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, in my room.
I've been doing that all day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
So,
well, here at Reverend, we're proud to announce the Mike Watt bass. We're proud to announce the Kyle Schutt guitar. Right behind you in the Midnight Blue Burst is the Shade model from Shade from Code Orange. We're announcing that this weekend as their new record dropped last Friday, and they are kicking off a world tour for global hardcore domination, which that's something that we're not gonna.
No, we're not going to
interfere.
We're going to leave that to them.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the first Winter NAMM show for the lovely Jen Wasner signature guitar.
Oh, beautiful.
In Killer Optic Interruption. Look what we've done to Reeves Gabrels' signature model there with the tilt back headstock on the 25.5-inch scale.
Beautiful.
The tilt back bound headstock, isn't that a thing of beauty?
That's very nice.
Well, if you really think that that's great, you can find that guitar at Wildwood Guitars in Louisville, Colorado, right after the show. Yeah.
You can go on the Google and go right to wildwood.com and experience immediate gratification.
When I told my good friends at Wildwood, Lance and Troy, that we were doing a little upgrade to the Reeves Gabrels guitar, they are huge fans of Mr. Reeves, and they wanted to make sure that they had the one that was at the NAMM show.
Excellent.
Yeah, they do that often. That's how they roll over at Wildwood.
They roll the right way.
And then also here at the Reverend Lair at Winter NAMM, we're happy to have car amplifiers. Indeed. Also, you're playing through this killer car Lincoln, and I've got this little Rambler over here behind me. These things are just awesome.
He makes an excellent amplifier. And he's here. He's lurking somewhere.
Steve is a longtime friend of our company. I've been using his stuff for years and years, so we're happy to join some forces here and get some stuff done. Yeah, man.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for coming by and spending some time with us, my friend. How do you want to take this out with kind of NAMM jazz?
Let's just do some kind of weird jam.
NAMM jazz in the key
I want to play bass. Is that wrong?
No, that's not wrong.
Let's do something in E. E's a good key.
Let's do something in E.
E's the people's key.
All right. I can do it.
All right, you start.
I can dig it.
You start. No,
I can dig it. You're on bass. You have to start. You have to lay down the groove.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Simple elegance. Here on a
NAMM
NAMM morning.
out.
Adios.